grade. So if you've forgotten how to do works cited list, you can come here to my page, 8th grade assignments. You go over here on the right-hand side. You can download this cheat sheet, but everything I got on there actually came from this website. And if you go down here, you look on this left-hand side, and it'll show you, or most of you probably got your information from an electronic source. And it will actually tell you what the format should look like here. But real quick, we'll go to a blank Google Doc. Remember, there's no heading. I know you guys are so used to putting on headings, but really where this works cited list goes is at the end of the paper. So it doesn't need a heading. It's technically part of the paper. So we'll start out by doing the center justify button up here. And if you hover over it, it tells you center align, right? Then you write works cited. You're not underlining. You do capitalize works and you do capitalize cited. You hit enter. Oh, and see, I did not do this first. You should put this on double spacing. Let me highlight it all. Double. Okay. And then down here, you'll put it back to left justification. So if we're looking at, for example, say this ancient Egypt website, so you're up here, it's called Ancient Egypt. It actually has an author, this Joshua J. Mark. So if you go back here, it actually shows you author, title, which you can see some examples down here. So our author is Joshua J. Mark. So we start with the last name, Mark, comma, Joshua J. Wikipedia, which I'm going to show you something right now. Usually on these published articles, you go to the bottom. And what do we find? We find cite this work, so MLA. So Mark Joshua J, the title, which I did skip there briefly, so Ancient Egypt. You go back here, and again, you know really what you can do. I mean, I have this here so you can see what goes in it. Really what you can do is you can go down here and do this, right? Double check that you're doing MLA and not Chicago or APA. You go back here, and you can actually just copy it in here. Now, one thing I will say is that if you remember, the first line is on the margin, next line's indented. So you put the cursor here, and I'm hitting the Enter button, and then I'm hitting Tab. And that will indent the line afterwards. Otherwise, so I'm just hitting Control Z to go back. If you were to just hit Tab without hitting Enter first, then this happens. So, you know, you go down here and you're like, oh, why isn't this working? Tab. Oh, wait, why isn't this working? So you go down here, just make sure that you hit Enter and then Tab. Okay, now what you'll notice is that it's actually a different font. This is 11, this is 12. So one thing you can do is highlight all of this, and you can click on this button. It's called Clear Formatting. As you see, it did take away your double spacing, so you'll have to do that again. And then you can do your Enter tab. Oh, it actually was already entered, I guess. So this is what that should look like. Another option that exists for you is if you go here, if you'll notice at the very top, there's actually this cite your source automatically in MLA. So what you can do is we can go to this history.com one. We'll Control C to copy it. We'll plug it in here. Control V to paste it, and then click the cite button. And it'll take you here, and it says, is this the website, right? Yep, that's the one I want. Select. That tells you anything it couldn't find the publisher. Hit the final step button. And then create citation. This allows you to plug in anything if you found something different. Oops. We'll view a sponsored message every 48 hours. It's made me do this. All right. Yeah, and then here it is right here. And so it cites it for you. So Control C after you highlight it. You go here to your works cited list, Control V. And again, I would highlight this and just clear formatting. And then you'll hit your double space again. And you come here and you'll hit Enter and you'll hit Tab, and there's your second entry. Now, this is actually incorrect because you're supposed to go by the first letter in each entry alphabetically. So we're going to highlight this. We're going to hit Control X, which cuts it. I'm going to go up here to Mark, hit Enter twice, go up. and hit Control V, and it pastes in that history.com. So now it's HM. So these are now in alphabetical order. All right, so like I said, this site right here kind of gives you the how-to. It shows you what you're citing in a website. This is what you're citing. This shows you a couple of examples of websites. As I mentioned, these published ones often have cite this work at the bottom. I believe this one does too, thehistory.com. If you go to the bottom, it also shows you, well, it shows you citation information, okay, which you can then use along with this to make your own. Or, again, this is on that Purdue website. You can go to the cite function, which sends you to the citation machine. And you may have to say, yes, I'll watch a video every 48 hours. All right, so hopefully that helps. Again, works cited at the top, no MLA heading. These are in alphabetical order. Every line after the first is indented. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a quick email. All right, good luck, 8th grade.